What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about the crypto market. It's crashing like mad, um, and there's probably more depth to go. We're going to get into that in a second. Before I do, I update the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's starting to look more and more red. This is what bear cycles do. I just invested $100 into each of these when I released videos about them, and you were still holding that crypto, be in profit for around 7 grand. Obviously, this is after multiple retracements and a massive bear cycle. Bear cycles, guys, are the opportunity of a lifetime in terms of investing. If it doesn't matter if it's the Nasdaq or S&P 500 or crypto. Every bear cycle, if you invest during a bear cycle, you tend to be in massive profit. During the bull cycle, I've been talking about a recession coming for 7 months. And I've been talking about people building the list of coins that they're excited about long term. If you've been doing that, keep reviewing it, keep evaluating it, keep checking you're bullish on those coins. If you still are, you've probably got some gems. If you want to see the cryptos I'm in, you can come check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share the coins I buy and sell. It's going to be where I'm sharing those coins I get in on during the bear cycle. Those ones I believe can 20x, 40x, 50x, 100x. So if you want to see what they are, you just have to click the link in the description and check it out. All right, guys, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is dropping just like crazy at the moment. And I expect this to continue. I don't think we're done. We might see a bounce. 24K level was holding really well for a while. And then it's just capitulated under, but the daily is there's still a long way away from the daily candle closing. But there's certainly can be more depth to this crash. We could see 20K, could see lower over the course of the next couple of weeks and couple of months, to be fair. For the first time since early 2021, the crypto market has crashed below $1 trillion. In fact, the entire market fell about 12%, down to 970 billion at the beginning of the morning. And it's probably slid way below that at this point as well. So Bitcoin dominance has obviously increased because the altcoins take a bigger bleed. The fall has came amid a decline in global stocks after poor US consumer price index data for May. Inflation rocketed to over 8.3% on a year-on-year basis, denting investor sentiment. Bitcoin has declined for nearly 12 straight weeks, marking one of the asset's biggest slides in its lifetime. Now, we've also seen data coming out in the UK of an insanely poor April and May. We're seeing data coming out left, right, and center about inflation being terrible. Like, there's a lot of things on the horizon right now. As with crypto, as always, bear cycles are pretty brutal in crypto compared to any other asset class. But that provides the biggest gains. Now, right now, Bitcoin is at 23.7K. 20K was sort of the previous bull cycle's high. Not the most recent one, but the one in 2018 that ended in 2018. Wouldn't be surprised if we test that. If 24K mark can't hold ground, 20K is probably the next target point. Below that, then we could be looking anywhere between 12 and 14K. We've obviously got the Fed meeting very, very soon as well. The Fed are meeting this week to discuss their strategies and their plans in terms of how things are going to go. So this is set to begin tomorrow for 2 days. What we know is there'll be at least a 50 basis point hike in interest rates. Tapering has to continue at this point, and obviously tapering is $95 billion a month, which is the largest tapering in history. Now, the situation is that this particularly on the 15th, because the 15th is obviously when the press conference is done. The 15th is when Jerome Powell is asked questions. There are a lot of questions to be asked in terms of recession right now. There are a number of articles knocking around of if Jerome Powell has to make a decision between higher interest rates or embracing a recession. And I think we're already at a recession, really. It's just a case of the depth that we see within the recession. But on the 15th, I would expect Jerome Powell is going to be exceptionally hawkish for the overall state of the financial world, particularly with regards to inflation, which is way out of control. And that excessive hawkishness could lead to even more price capitulation in terms of crypto, in terms of finance markets, whether it's NASDAQ, DJIA, or S&P 500. This crash is going to continue for a while. There is no doubt about it. We are in a deep correction now, and I don't think we've seen the bottom of this market yet. But I'm starting to buy cryptos now. I'm quite happy with entry points for a few cryptos. I think this is pretty damn good in terms of entry points for a number of different cryptos. I think over the course of the next few weeks and possibly a couple of months, we're going to see even more depth to the correction. But anyone that's trying to time the bottom of the market will fail. It is incredibly rare for anyone to ever, well, one in a billion people may catch the bottom of the market, but fundamentally it's highly unlikely. We've also seen Celsius freeze withdrawals as there was a 53% fall as the company freeze withdrawals, basically because there was not their Ethereum that was locked in stake and didn't match up with current price points. So they've halted all withdrawals at the moment. So if you've got your funds in Ethereum, that's unfortunate, but you can. But they're Nexo, what is it? Are proposing a buyout of Celsius. So if that were to happen, Nexo would presumably release the funds, and people could withdraw if they choose to. We're going to see further depth in this correction, not just in crypto. We've seen today the FTSE 100, which is the UK, based in the London Stock Exchange, that's dropped 2%, and that's a $2 trillion market, so that's dropped about $40 billion today so far. We know crypto falls harder, and the American markets have yet to open. So if the American markets open as bearish as the overall UK market, as the crypto market, then do not be surprised to see Bitcoin dropping more and more and more. And guys, you just got to remember, I've shown these charts before, but whether it's the DJIA, the NASDAQ, housing, crypto, bear cycles recover, and they are the best opportunity to invest. But you don't throw everything in at once. Obviously not financial advice, but you don't throw everything in at once. You keep money on the sidelines, because this fall, like I say, I'm buying today, but this fall could carry on. So I'm buying small percentages, but I'm going to continue buying throughout this decline, because this market recovers. Getting in top tier projects is the opportunity to make great returns on investment. But if you're fearful of the market right now, which the majority of people are, the fear and greed index is extreme fear, that's the best time, guys. That's the best time to invest. And as long as you can do without that money for extended periods of time, you will be okay. But yeah, this is going to continue for a while. I've been saying on Copy My Crypto for around about 2 weeks now that we were going to see this strong 20% move. I actually said on Friday we were going to see it begin, and it did begin on Friday, and we've seen that decline continue. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. The market continues to tank. How are you all feeling? Let me know in the comments. Are you investing right now? Are you scared right now? Is there fears of recession scaring you? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you know when new content is coming out. And guys, if you want to see the cryptos that I'm getting in, the cryptos that I'm buying up today, and the cryptos that I'll be continuing to buy during this bear cycle. And all you have to do is click the link in the description and check it out, folks. And that's it from me. Take it easy. Bye-bye.